but it wasn't his night tonight here in Tampa. Coming up, we'll have some bonus heavyweight action. LaQuinton Ellis and Levine Hummels, and interviews with the winner and the loser here in Tampa.
All year long, you've watched them battle.
Inactivity, some of these lapses during the course of his career. But you can't argue with that record. That's pretty good, Barry, 10-2. And we'll see tonight if he can indeed test Cal Brock. And, of course, he does have some pop, as you can tell by the 9 knockouts. It is 10 victories. Caliber of opponent, not quite so good. But that can also be said about this guy, very honestly. A terrific amateur. Yeah, he did very well as an amateur. There's no doubt about that. Won a number of amateur titles, Barry. Then went into the Olympic Games. One of the amateur championships that he did win was the 1998 Golden Gloves. And there you see him with a trophy. He's going for far more than trophies now. You know, this is a guy who's a college graduate with a degree in finance, and he wants to put that to work. And still, of course, a learning process for him. A very limited career thus far. He's only had the 4 fights. He's won them all, but still a lot of question marks about Cal. Yeah, I think so, because, you know, when he did get to the Olympic Games, when he did face the top-notch competition, Barry, he went out in the first round. And as a pro, he really, you know, although he's winning, as he won this opener for him against Zebeli Kimbrough, it was a guy against a guy completely outclassed. And that's what happens, of course, early in guys' careers as they build up their records, build up their confidence, and learn about the pro game. And now we're going to have to see if he can take some steps up here and improve as he goes along. And it does seem like Shaun Woods is at least, whether it's a big step or whether it's a mini step, I don't know, but it is a step up in at least some direction and to some degree. Let's take a look at the rules and how they will be. These are the ABC unified rules. The 3 knockdown rule will not be in effect. No standing 8 count. A fighter can't be saved with the bell in any round. Just the referee will be able to stop the fight. The headbutt rule will go to the cards after 4 rounds. So Brock in the gold trunks and Woods in the white. And questions to be answered, I think, on both sides of this one, Rich.
Well, yeah, when Cal Brock, I think everybody's waiting to see if he shows a little more flash. Now, you know, it's hard to say that he hasn't been. I mean, he's 4-0 with 3 KOs, and he's, you know, fought pretty well, but he has not been necessarily spectacular. He's learning the game in there, the pro game, as he goes along. Cal looking in a little bit better shape, and that'll be, he's going to want to do that, too, as he goes along.
Pretty good left hand. One thing to point out is that both these fighters came in here stone cold. Neither one has broken a sweat, period. And any fighter will tell you, you want to at least break a sweat, be loose coming into the ring, or you really risk a flash knockdown.
Shouldn't take long, though, in this humidity.
No, it's toasty. Woods, a wild swinger who does leave himself open after he throws his punches.
He fought only once in the year 2000, did Woods. That was November 8th when he TKO'd James Gerstein, but that was in the first round. So that means, Barry, since 1999, he's had only one professional fight. You're talking about, you know, a year and a half, and then you're talking about that being, you know, a very short fight. So just not much activity. You can't stay sharp like that.
And for Brock, I mean, he's not been in there as a professional against anybody who's struck back in anger.
I think he's getting to Woods here early.
Nice counter left hand. That's staggered Woods. Woods is wobbly, and he's not far from going here.
And, you know,
an uppercut straighten him right up.
Brock, I really like the way he's throwing his punches, Barry. Not only are they hard, but he's really shortened up on his punches. And they look good the way he's throwing them. Here's a mandatory 8 count to Woods, who's in deep trouble as he gets up at the count of 9.
Still a little bit wobbly. Still more than a minute to go here in this first round. Brock has handled this very well.
He's punching. His technique looks much better, Brock's, and he's punching very well. Short punches, looking crisp.
Yeah, not getting wild. He knows he's got his man in trouble, but he's not just throwing punches wildly. Nice right hand, drops him again.
That wasn't a flush punch, but I think there was the case of Woods' legs still not being there after the first knockdown and after the battering that he's taken so far.
And remember, there is no 3 knockdown rule.
Referee is Ruben Carrion, carrying out the mandatory 8 count. And looking very closely at the fighter Woods now, and that's going to be it.
Yep, and I think rightly stopped.
very much the mismatch, but let's take nothing away from Cal Brock. I think very impressive performance, his best as a pro.
Well, yeah, I think without question his best as a pro, you know, and I just liked what I saw in there tonight. He shortened up on his punches. They looked like real professional punches. Look at that very good counter punch, taking advantage of his opponent's lazy left hand, right hand out there, and he immediately pounced on him. And Cal, look at how calm he is here. Look at how he's throwing those punches in that concise manner that we saw. Very short, crisp punches, and he just kept moving forward, and finally he managed to get his man down. It was a very impressive performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a time of 2 minutes 42 seconds in round number 1. Our referee in charge, Ruben Carrion, stops the contest. The winner by way of technical knockout and still undefeated, the boxing banker, Calvin, Mr. Sure Right Brock.
Well, Calvin Brock in our first fight is a winner in less than 1 round. Will it be the night of the whackouts here on a steamy night in San Antonio, Texas? We're going to find out. Plenty of bonus coverage coming your way. We got a lot to talk about from Sunset Station when we come back.
Tony Pep. We have an 8-round heavyweight bout for you. Layman Brewster, undefeated, takes on veteran Louis Monaco. And there is Layman Brewster. We'll find out if that work paid off. The man he's going against tonight, Louis Monaco, 7-13-2 with 4 knockouts. He's 30 years of age, from Denver, Colorado. He has lost his last 6. For the introductions, here's our ring announcer, Mark Biro.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Xanadu Room at the Trump Taj Mahal Casino.